YNB Entertainment gave us a four-member girl group that you may or may not have heard of, but their name was BESTIE.
Very lonely Christmas. I want a lovely Christmas. 네가 없는 크리스마스라니 제발 돌아와. Merry Christmas. 하늘에 눈이 와요. 뭐가 그렇게 존재시니.
Only active for a short amount of time, literally 3 years, from 2013 to 2016, these ladies seemed like they were on a promising path, but they disbanded before they ever really took off. So, what happened to them? Well, let's talk about it. Before they were members of BESTIE, Haeryung, Haeyeon, and Yuji had already debuted years prior as members of the popular girl group EXIT. After leaving for personal reasons, the three ladies joined forces again with a new member, Dahi, to debut under a group named BESTIE on July 11, 2013 with the single Pitapat. This is such a great debut in my opinion. I love this song so much. It's very fun and has a lot of different elements to the beat. It just make you want to dance and move around. I'm also obsessed with Yuji's vocals. Like, she's just amazing. I really missed her voice when she left EXIT, and I was just so glad when she came back as a BESTIE member. So this debut, it peaked at number 84 on the charts. I'm very surprised, but, you know, it did sell over 42.5k copies, which is okay, but I don't know. For such a great song, I'm surprised it didn't do that well. But later on in the year, on October 16th, we would get our first comeback from the ladies with the single Love Options. This was another great song that grew on me over time. I especially love the vocals in the background during the chorus. I don't know why this song only peaked at 113 on the charts. The rudeness. But the sales made up for that, considering BESTIE sold more copies of this comeback than their last debut single with over 56.5k copies. So, you know, that's better. On February 28th, 2014, we got another comeback from BESTIE titled Thank You Very Much. Although I wasn't crazy about this song in particular, I still liked it for several reasons. This group, like I said, has amazing vocals and they can literally sing any song. They can make any song digestible. Plus, they look so beautiful while they're performing and singing and dancing. Not to mention the music video quality was super decent and pleasing to the eyes back then, so kudos to production as well. This single did better than the last one. Yes, the ladies started to climb up the charts slowly but surely, peaking the song at number 53 and selling over 88.3 copies. So on July 11th of the same year, we would get another comeback in celebration of BESTIE's like their first year anniversary, called Like a Star.
Like a star, 서로가 같은 마음으로 사랑하고 있는 지금 이 순간이 반짝이죠. Just like a star, 그 어떤 어둠 속에도 그대와 함께 있다면 난 빛날 수 있죠. We shine like a star.
This is such a beautiful and heartwarming song that's literally dedicated to their fans. The lyrics and the meaning behind them are just so heartfelt, and then to be backed by each of the members' phenomenal vocals, it's just like the icing on the cake for me. I really love this song and highly suggest you check it out if you haven't already. It'll just make you feel good. It's like one of those songs that just picks you up and hugs you, if that makes sense, you know? So a few days later, Bestie dropped their first EP on July 28th, 2014, called Hot Baby, with the self-titled track Hot Baby. Summertime songs are really hard to do, especially for girl groups, when you have like the queens of summer running around like Sistar at the time, giving us bangers like Touch My Body. So when Bestie came out with this at the time, I honestly had no idea. But looking back on it now, Hot Baby kind of reminds me of a Sistar song, but not Touch My Body. It just sounds more like Loving You. If you guys get what I'm saying, it's like the composure of Hot Baby kind of resembles Loving You. Like the similar formulas were kind of like used on both songs. But in any case, they did better with this than the previous projects. This one peaked at number 7, and it sold over 4.6K copies. So I guess people like really like this song a lot better, or the style of singing for them. So the second EP we got from Bestie arrived on May 8th, 2015. It was called Love Emotion, with the track being Excuse Me. This song is hands down their best creation. I am in love with this song. You guys don't even want to know how often I jam to this. It's just so funky and poppy, and the vocals, the dancing, just the outfits that they wore. It was just like everything was on point, and I can never get enough. Apparently I wasn't the only one too, because this video was praised for being one of the most watched in America during the month of May for this year. Not to mention it won them an award. And the EP itself peaked at number 8 and sold 3.9K copies. This song literally put the ladies on everybody's map and got them into all types of other gigs. Now they were going to start doing collaborations and festivals and all kinds of things, just getting all this, you know, like their schedules were just like filling up because of this song, and things were like definitely looking up for them around this time, or so it seemed. Early the next year, while Bestie was preparing for a comeback, news broke out about a serious accident that Dahi experienced. According to Soompi, on January 6, 2016, sources close to Dahi stated, Dahi fell down the stairs and suffered injuries. Her right arm and ankles have been mildly fractured. She has been diagnosed with injuries that will take 4 weeks to heal, and she is resting right now. It's not a huge injury, so she promises to rest and get well soon. So around this time, as I said, Bestie was scheduled to release their comeback towards the end of January. However, due to Dahi's hiatus, the comeback had to be delayed, understandably, of course. In regards to preparations for the upcoming comeback, the source goes on to state they, meaning Bestie, will steadily prepare for their comeback in February. So, you know, the comeback was pushed back. So here comes February 2016, you know, it came and went, and then it was rumored that the ladies were supposed to release a full-length album sometime in May, but that never saw the light of day. In fact, there were no promotions for Bestie past an end-of-the-year military concert. And it wasn't until the following year, on September 5th, 2017, that YMB Entertainment announced that Yuji and Dahi had terminated their contracts with the company and left the group. According to Soompi, the agency respected the wishes of the members who still had time left on their contracts by letting them go their separate ways and start their solo careers. As for the rest of the members, their agency claimed that Haeyeon and Haerang were still on board and will possibly have new members added to Bestie for a comeback later on down the line. They were basically exploring options, supposedly. However, we all know that never happened, though. We never really got an official statement from YMB Entertainment on what happened to Bestie, or even the company itself for that matter. Mysteriously, the company's website became inaccessible one day, leading to the public to believe that the agency tanked under the pressures of its own financial hardships. This could be the main source as to why 2 Bestie members left and the other 2 never came back with new members. Now, I did some digging around and I found some more interesting information that shed light to the Bestie situation. 2 members actually spoke up on their experiences in Bestie, and I love when they do this because we get the actual scoop on what went on from the people directly involved. First up, we have Dahi. According to Soompi, Dahi sat down for an interview in 2018 as to why she left Bestie in the first place. While giving an update on her situation at the time, Dahi states, "I think I had a lot of thoughts on Bestie's hiatus as Bestie's hiatus kept getting longer. I took these various thoughts to the agency to have a sincere talk, and they also told me to look for my dream. The contract was terminated, and I was really grateful, and they understood me. I love that. I love that they were so supportive of her. Like, that's amazing. So, they basically, helped her out so she can be happy." On her thoughts about being a member of Bestie, Dahi goes on to say, "I don't have any regrets about being in a girl group. I'm still really grateful. My first dreams were to be in a girl group and to debut, and I've achieved those dreams. My mom always says to me, be happy that you were able to achieve your dream by debuting and got this far. We should be grateful that there are people who like you. Now it's okay to choose a new life and think without pressure about what you want to do. There are a lot of hardships in being a girl group member, but I was born again. I think I'd want to do it again." Well, that's really good. Very humble and wise indeed. So the next Bestie member who spoke up about her experience is Yuji. According to Koreaboo.com, during an interview on YouTube with recent Olympics in 2021, Yuji dives into this, stating her personal reasons why she feels her group didn't succeed as much as they could have. She states, "Usually, if one member does well and receives the spotlight, their team also receives the spotlight. I was given a lot of those opportunities, but in my opinion, I always did a bad job." Wow, it's crazy that she feels that way. Yuji also goes on to say, "I felt like I wasn't helpful to my team, so I felt sorry for my members, my label CEO, and the label staff. Those kinds of moments were really hard for me." Well, that's really heartbreaking for her to put all that pressure on herself. When it comes to the news of disbandment, Yuji weighed in on the matter with this to say, "I can't get into too many details, but there were a lot of internal problems at our company. My self-esteem was very low at that time. I often questioned myself, thinking, am I not a person worthy of love? I thought about that a lot." Wow, that's crazy. The internal problems were most definitely probably money related, but for that to trickle down to Yuji's self-worth, gosh, I just feel so much for her. That must have been a truly dark and hard time for her at the time, and I just hope that she was able to pull through it and just feel better. And then one of the most shocking revelations that Yuji discloses is the revenue she gained in the entire entertainment industry. Keep in mind, she was a member of not only one but 2 girl groups prior to this, and she states, "During my entire girl group career, I didn't even receive 10 Korean won, which is about 0.01 US dollars. With girl groups, unless you're extremely successful, it's hard to make an income." That's what she literally just said. She said she basically didn't make anything. That's insane. But we've heard this so many times before that it's not hard to believe. These idols give up everything for their shot to make it to make it big in this entertainment industry. They shed their blood, sweat, tears, humility, everything, their health, everything's on the line. And then to end up with no pay, that's just sad. I really, really feel for them and for all the people working in this type of industry. It's very tough to chase your dreams, especially this just is not the road for the faint of heart at all. So Bestie, they only released 2 EPs, 8 singles, and 6 collabs during their time promoting. But what did you guys think of Bestie? I love them personally as a group, and I was so sad to see they weren't active anymore. Groups with vocals, visuals, dancing like that, like they're the total package. Like they look like singing, dancing models. Like they come so far and few, in my opinion. And they were like small too. Like they were like a smaller group, you know? I love smaller groups because they're easier to remember. They're easier to remember their faces, their names, the line distributing seems fair. You know, the camera time seems to be split more evenly. It's just more fair when there's smaller groups, in my opinions. And I personally just like smaller groups. But alas, that's all we will get from them from like for now, I guess. You know, the ladies have moved on to their own ventures, and I hope that they're all doing well. Let me know what your favorite Bestie song was and who was your favorite member. And just let me know your thoughts in general down below. And I'll see you on the next one. Listen them.